So the first player we got on the list is wide receiver out of Washington, Ja'Lynn Polk. Polk might not have the early acceleration to overtake and stack NFL press corners. He also lacks ideal suddenness getting in and out of his breaks as a route runner. He runs his routes with consistent pace, including through his stems and turns, which can create some freedom. However, Polk shines best once the ball goes up. A weakness that Ja'Lynn Polk has is that he takes too long transitioning from catch to run, so that is something you need to monitor during his NFL career. But one thing I can tell you about Ja'Lynn Polk is I studied his film, and the competitiveness you see is crazy. He believes every single ball that is thrown up belongs to him, and he's just very competitive. And this is the type of player you want on Kansas City right now. They're going through the dynasty. You got Rashee Rice's future unknown. Hollywood Brown, I guarantee you, is only going to be here for the 1 year. So bringing in a guy like Ja'Lynn Polk, this would be great. He's competitive, and he could be your future wide receiver one if he has to be. You could get him in round 2, even possibly round 3. So sign me up, and I hope Brett Veach makes a move to get Ja'Lynn Polk out of Washington because he's a great, big, competitive wide receiver. Next on the list is wide receiver, national champion out of Michigan, Roman Wilson. He has some of the better speed in this draft class. His 40-yard dash time of 4.39 seconds backs that up. Overall, he's a good athlete. His ability to run away from defenders on crossing patterns is truly special, and he's great at threatening the field vertically. He didn't display much of an ability or requirement to beat press man coverage at Michigan, raising serious questions about whether he'll be able to do it in the NFL. So that's something you need to watch for Roman Wilson for sure. He has great athleticism, but I'm not sure that I would want him here in Kansas City. I personally think there's better options, but if Brett Veach says, hey, I want you here in Kansas City, they could get him in the 4th round. I wouldn't be mad if we got him, but again, there's better options out there. Next up is wide receiver out of Florida, Ricky Pearsall. All of his best routes attack down the field. He does not have the speed, control, or flexibility to thrive on curls, digs, comebacks, and other sharp routes. But he can manipulate DBs in space and attack with an explosive crossover step. He has a great chance to be a high-level backup in the NFL, and he will be available in the 3rd round. For me, I personally don't see a need. You need to get Ricky Pearsall. He doesn't cross off a lot of the checks for me. So personally, don't want him here in Kansas City. But I wouldn't be upset if Brett Veach decided to get him in a late 3rd, 4th round. It wouldn't be a horrible pick. I'm just not really too on board with the pick.